All right. Hey, how's everyone doing?
Doing good, Vakil.
All right, great. So let's start with today's lecture. Before we start, I would like to my I mistakenly pressed end call. All right, so let's start this. All right, before we start, let's jump into a problem. As of now, the code we are writing, let's say you have created 10 test scripts, 10 test cases, and in many test cases you are using same locators, right? Let's say for a login page you have 10 test cases. In one test cases you are not able to log in without email, and one test cases you are not able to log in without password, and one test case is log in successfully, and one test case like these. Let's say these are the three test cases, and do you think that these test case will use common locators among them? Right. They all of these three test case will be using email field, password field, and login button. Am I right? Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Give me thumbs up. Give me a minute, guys. Cool. All right. So you guys agree, right? So let's say the developer did some code level changes, and the locator get changed. So is it feasible that we replace that locator in all of the 10 test cases? Is it feasible? Isn't it very time taking? Tell me. Tell me, guys.
Yes.
It's not feasible, right? It is going to be very time taking. Am I right? And again, let's say you are writing a test case that is using three different screens, right? That is using three different screens. Let's say the login, okay, login, and then product. Then on one page you are showing product list, okay, and on another page you let's say this is the cart page, the third page is the cart page, and even on this page you are able to see the product list, and you are also seeing the total things, right? But product list on main page and product list on cart page is definitely going to have different locators, right? So let's say there is a change introduced. So while debugging or while doing this change, you will get confused which, like, if these have similar names, right? A product list will be named a product list, right? And like it is not feasible to write product list on checkout page and product list on main page. These variables are very long, right? And it is not a feasible coding standard. Am I right? Give me a thumbs up. Say yes or no. Everyone else. Uh, All right, all right. So you guys understood this thing, right? So this won't be very feasible. Okay. So again, so how about let's we create a separate file for each page. We create a separate file for keeping each page locator. Only locator. I'm not talking about the test case. I'm talking about only locators. Let's say we created a class file, and in that class file we maintained all the locators, and in another class file we maintain, let's say there was a login page involved, there was a main page involved, there was a add to cart page involved. Okay. So we will create three different classes, three different files of these classes, and right, and we will using it even in our main test case, right? It will be feasible. We know which thing is coming from which class, right? Isn't it feasible, guys? Tell me, guys, isn't it feasible?
Yes.
It will cost us that, it will cost us a little time, a very little time initially when you don't know how to create this. But once you know how to create page object models, okay, trust me, this is the easiest and magical way to maintain your code. Okay, this is very easy, very, very easy, and most famous framework in Playwright. All right, all right, guys. Is this clear? So, do you understand the high level thing that what is, this thing? What is page object model? Do you understand it at a high level? I will explain it technically, definitely. But do you understood this on a high level?
Yes.
Great. So I'm sharing my screen and we will see what are the manual steps and then we will jump into the code. Okay. Today's lecture might be a little long by 10-12 minutes. Okay. You can read this concept, what is page object model. We will go through file upload and download functionalities. This is where most of the automation tools struggle. File uploading and file downloading functionality. Okay, but Playwright has explicitly handled this. JSON parameterization, we already did this once, but we will do this again. Okay, and one more thing I will like to come on. Let's say there is a data file in your code. There is a data file, and let's say not data file, let's say there is a data, okay, and 10 different test cases are using the same data, and you have mentioned that data explicitly in all the 10 test cases. Now let's say in the future that data got changed, so you will have to change that data everywhere, right? You will have to change that data everywhere. Am I right, guys? So is it feasible? It isn't, right? So we will create a separate file in which we will be maintaining our data. All right, clear? So this is a high level overview of page object model. Tell me how many of you understood it properly. Give me a thumbs up. Say yes or no, guys. I don't like this way when you don't say or when you don't react. All right, cool, 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 cool. All right, so again, you can read this example, okay? Nothing like very much that you want to understand. And why this is crucial? Why this is crucial? I already told you that it is feasible that if we are doing something on 10 places and one thing refers to those 10 places, then with a single change, it will reflect in all 10 test cases. But if we have mentioned all the changes in the test cases, then we have to make 10 different changes or even more, right? Is this clear, guys? Say yes or no,
Yes.
guys. All right, great.
It's clear. Yeah.
Great, 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 great. Cool. So we'll be downloading it. ठीक है, this is the website we need to work on. Okay, all right. Okay, we have to click on the download button. Mhm. Do you see a download button? Oh yeah, it's here. Download. All right, I will open this file. This should have all this data, I guess. Yeah, it has this all this data. And then change the find Apple and change the price to 350. Apple, and it is 345 right now, and in Excel I will change it to 350. Okay, probably I am not having Excel version right. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, and then check the web table. Okay, now we have to like save this updated file. Okay. Once this file is saved, we have to upload this file. Okay. Right now the data is 345 only. Now I'm uploading this. Okay. Now you see the price has been updated to 350. So we have to verify that this price updating functionality is working correctly or not. It involves only one page, so I will be showing it over the one page only. We won't like dive into 2-3 pages because it would be a very long lecture if I dive into 2-3 pages, but you will get a basic, very clear idea about it. Okay, is this clear, guys?
Yes.
All right, so I will be directly jumping into the test case. Okay, I will be directly jumping into the test case. All right. So the test case file is present in the E2E upload. Okay. Okay. Let's not go through this test, and we will go through the pages. See, I have created a folder pages. Okay, let me go through the structure of the page object model. There will be a folder pages in which all your JavaScript file will fall. Okay, this will have all the locators of the pages and all the functions, not test cases, functions like downloading file, redirecting to the web page. Okay, things like these. Okay, like get price for each fruit. Okay, upload file. These are the functions that we are performing. These functions, or we can say actions. Okay, functions or actions that we are performing on the web page. Okay, that we will be listing in this. Okay, we will be listing in these files. Okay. Okay, cool. And data, whatever data we will be using. Okay, so this is the data that we are using: apple and mango. Once we will be updating the price of the apple, and in the second test case we will be updating the price of mango. All right, cool, understood. Okay, so
Yes.
this is actually, we will be going to use this JSON file for parameterization. We won't write code for mango again. We will be instead parameterizing our first code. Okay, you remember, make the blueprint once and use it with different data sets, right? So it would be very, very similar. Okay, and in this test case we will be performing our actual test. Okay, all right, no worries, I will tell you how we do it. Okay, so very firstly let's go through the pages. Okay, upload page. Okay, all right, so this expect is not required. I have written it here. Okay, anyways, it might be called from any other side. So this is clear, guys. We are using expect from Playwright test. Is this clear? Tell me if this is clear, guys.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And we required an explicit library of JavaScript, path library. Okay, this is this comes with Playwright as far as I know. We need this module, so this is how we will uh, like import it in our code. Okay, all right, is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so as I said, as many as pages file we will have. Right now we have only one page. Are we going to any another page? No, right? So we will create only one page and we will name this page as upload page. Okay, so we are downloading as well, but this is only the same page. Any element that falls in this page will be listed in this file. Which file? This file, upload page. And let's say if there is any another page, then I will have to create one more file. Okay, then I will have to create one more file and will list all its locator and elements in that file. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Now, as I said, whenever we create a class, we need a constructor for it. Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right, guys? All right. Now, since we need a constructor, now you know this constructor will is used to set some values, right? You remember we were setting in the class some values. So what values we need to set? Any elements present on this page, any elements present in on this page, right? We need to set the values for them, and definitely it is going to take page as the input, right? This constructor is going to take page as the input. On what thing we will be implementing this class? Page, right? The tab. Am I right? Clear, guys? Is the constructor clear?
Clear.
Right? So the constructor is clear. So other than constructor, what are the elements we are using in this? One is this download button, second is this upload button, and once this file is downloaded, I guess when it is uploaded, a toast message is appearing. I am not sure if it is appearing or not, but let's check. Uh, I'm not sure which toast message are we referring to. I guess we are using the same file every time. That's why the toast message is not appearing. Let's try it again. Okay. Yeah, you see, uploaded Excel data successfully, right? We are talking about this toast message, so we will check if this toast is appearing or not, right? Is this clear, guys?
Clear.
Okay, so let me refresh this again. So these are the three things we require from this page, right? These are the three elements we will be requiring from this page, right? Am I right, guys? Say yes or
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool, 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 cool. So we list all the elements inside constructor, right? Remember this. This is very important. We list all the elements in the constructor because now just think of something. Whenever the test will, whenever the test will run, it will call this class. It will call this class. And when it will call this class, it will require the page method. It will require the page method. So where the page method is coming from this constructor. Now, as soon as the page is opened, it will ask for all the locators. So from where it will get the locators? It will get the locators from constructor itself. Why? Because constructor is the first method to be called when we call a class, when we initiate a class, when we instantiate a class. Is this clear? We have I have told this many times before in the class, like class lectures as well. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now what's the first thing what's the first thing we need to perform here in the browser? That is opening this web page. Am I right? Opening this web page. What is the first thing, guys? What is the first thing that we are going to perform here?
Open the web page.
Right, right. So we will name this method as goto. Okay, we can use anything, but goto is like okay, looks good. Okay, so we will create a async method, okay, because JavaScript is asynchronous, right? And inside this, we will say not this time we will not say page.goto. What we are using the current instance, so we will say this dot page.goto. Whatever data is coming from constructor, that page we need the page that is coming from constructor. Okay, so what page is coming from constructor? This dot page is coming from constructor. This page is set equals to this dot page, so we will call this dot page dot go to is Playwright's own method to redirect to any web page, and inside this we will provide the URL, right? Is this clear, guys? Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Cool, cool, cool. Cool. Easy, not nothing too complex, right? This is easy. And now, what we need to do? Download file. What we need to do? Guys, download is, tell me, is downloading a file a event? I will give you an example. Like opening of another web page in the same tab is an event, is downloading an event. It is, it is,
Yes.
it
Yes.
is, it is. Why? Because two actions will be performed simultaneously. What two actions? As soon as this will be clicked, a file will be downloaded. Do you understood? Do you understood? As soon as I will click on this, a file will be downloaded, right? So the next thing we need to do on this page is download this file. Am I right? Am I right? The next step is downloading this file, right?
Yes.
So just read this method once. Read this method once, okay? And tell me if you understood this. We need to know a download is going to happen. If I didn't tell the Playwright a download is going to happen, the test will crash. Okay. Playwright needs to know that then only it can handle the download specifically. If Playwright doesn't know that a download is going to happen, this will crash, right? So we need to perform two steps. Two steps together. Playwright needs to know before the click. Before the click. Okay. So before the click, Playwright needs to know a download is going to happen. So it should be already waiting for that event, right? It should be already waiting for that event. That's what I have written inside this array. This dot page wait for event. What event? Event is download. Okay, and then this dot download button dot click, right? And this all inside a promise dot all array, because these two steps will be performed together. Playwright needs to know before, even before the click, that a downloading event is going to happen, and then we will click on the download button. Is this clear, guys? Tell me if async download file is clear. Okay, is
Clear.
this clear, guys? All right, cool. Now since you have downloaded the file, since you have downloaded the file, this Playwright needs to know na where this file will be saved, right? Where will this file will be saved? So I want it to be saved in this root folder only. Okay, this root folder means inside this folder, okay? Like data node, pages, Playwright, in this list, okay? In this list. It shouldn't be inside any subfolder. It should be saved here. So you need not to give any specific path. You can just say path dot join. This path is coming from this path that we imported in initially. Okay, this path is coming from, this is the inbuilt method of JavaScript. So no worries. Okay. Now this needs to know, right? A download is going to happen. Okay, sorry, a down where I need to save the download file. So path.join, this will accept two parameters. First is the path, and the second is the file name. From what name I am going to save the file, or from what name the file is going to come in the system. Okay, so whenever I am downloading this, this is coming with the default name download.xl sx. Okay, so you can just give process.cwd for your root path. You need not to mention specific path. You can just say process.cwd. This is dynamic. If let's say I mentioned my system's path here, now if this code is running in your system, this is going to fail. Am I right? Am I right, guys? This is definitely going to fail, because this is running in your system and your system must have a different path, different location, right? Say yes or no, guys. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes.
If I hard coded the path here, then this code won't run in your system. But by writing process.cwd, CWD is like analyzing your path, and it will like set the root path here automatically. Okay, so this file will be saved here inside this Playwright lecture 8 folder. All right, clear? So is the download path clear? Line number 25 is clear, guys.
Clear.
Okay, so now Okay, this is coming as download. We need to save it in the download path. We have a specific function for saving is save as, just as we do in our system, save as. Okay, so save as download path. Right now we have created this download path. We have not saved this. We have created a download path. So we have to say Playwright that save as, say JavaScript, not Playwright. This is a JavaScript file. Okay, so we have to tell JavaScript file ki save as download path. Save it. This means save it in the download path. Okay, with the download path properties. All right. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear, guys? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Cool. So at the end, this download file will return this download path. We will use this as any further. So let's return the download path with this function. Okay. So this download file function will return us with, whenever I will call this download file function, this will return me with the path at which my file is saved. Am I clear? And even for upload file, I need to know at which path this is saved. Am I right? For uploading, let's say I downloaded this. Right now, this will open by default the download folder, but let's say it open another folder, desktop. So JavaScript needs to know now where is this downloaded file saved when we are making the changes, right? When we are making the changes, this needs to know, right? Okay. From where I have to upload it. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
Yes.
And we have to do one more step that we will be doing in the test case only. Okay, because that step is a part of test case. Okay, not of page functionality. Okay, what is that step? Changing the data in the file. Okay, that is a part of test case, not of this page. Am I right? Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree?
Yes, sir. Okay.
So, okay, now we have to upload file, and this upload file will need a path, right? From where this needs to be uploaded, right? Am I correct, guys? Okay. So what we will do whenever we have to upload a file, set in, okay. Can I begin again? Okay, cool. So from where this file input is coming, this file input is coming from here. Okay. All right, this is the locator of choose file button. Okay, and when some button has the property of uploading file, we use setInputFiles method. Okay, we have a method setInputFiles, and the setInputFiles will accept the path of the file where that file is present. Am I right? Where this file is present. Clear, guys? Clear? Is upload file clear? Why I have not given him download path? Why I am not giving him download path? Because right now this is not my test case. I am just telling him that this is how you have to perform your actions. This is just about the download file. There are two more steps. One is editing that file and saving that file. Okay. So that's why I have not provided him with download path here. I have just told him that whatever input I will provide you here with the upload file method, whatever input I will provide you here with the upload file method, that path you have to take as input, and the file present on that path, you have to upload that file. Is this clear, guys? Quickly, guys, quickly. We are running out of time. I have two more files to explain. Okay. Say yes or no. Do you guys understood upload file method?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Now there is one more thing. Definitely one more thing. Whew. We have to, on this page, we have to figure out, what we have to figure out, that the file we uploaded has actually updated the prices or not. we have to figure out this. Okay. So we will be using a dynamic locator. So whatever fruit name will be entered will be taken here. Okay. So just I'm not making you understand this. Uh, you guys have to try to understand this locator on your own. And if you don't understand, you have to do a little research. And even if after doing a little research you don't understand, then you have to come to me. But we already have learned about the dynamic concept of Playwright, right? Text. See, it is gaining from text and then it is iterating over the cells. So I explained the basics, but you guys, this is your assignment. You guys have to research about this whole locator. All right, cool. Okay, and then obviously we will export this module because we are going to use it in another classes as well. Okay, so tell me guys, if upload page.js file clear to you, is upload page JS file is clear to you or not? I guess I put in a lot of effort. I almost took 25 minutes to explain this file. I am hoping that it is clear to you guys. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. So the next thing that comes in is test file. Okay. We'll be like using one more function here. What is that function? Uh, you guys, please go through these things. Okay. We are using upload page file here. Okay. And data set as well. Okay. And this data set is coming from this data folder. Okay. I hope this is clear. Already given the part data fruit data.json. Okay. No worries. All right. And this is the same thing. We did this even yesterday, like changing the data in an Excel sheet. We did the same thing yesterday. I'm using read file here because file is already created for me. I have to download that file and I have to change the data. So I'm not explaining this code again. You can relate it with yesterday's code. If you understood yesterday's code, then you will understood this code. And even if about after watching that lecture, you didn't understood that, then you can come back to me. I will try to explain it in another way. All right. Cool. Const data of data set. So what is the data? See, this is the data. So we have an array inside this, and this array has data of each fruit and price of each fruit, new price of each fruit. So we will run a loop for this. Okay. Okay. So first thing in this test case. Okay. I'm creating my test case in the for loop. See, I have written one test case. Guys, see this very clearly. This is a for loop for const data of data set. From where data set is coming? Data set is coming from this data.json. This has two entries, one for apple and another for mango. I have written one test case, but this will run two times. Remember this. Okay. Now see it very carefully. Inside this, I have written the test case. You see, here is my test. Here is my test case. Now E2E Excel upload from data.fruit name. So for very first time it is running, it will take what is the first fruit? It will take input as apple, and for the second time when it is running, it will take mango as the input. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear,
Yes.
guys? Right? Data.fruit name, and this is for dynamic. Okay. And then the same async thing. Okay. Now, we definitely need upload page here because we have written some functions there like redirecting to the page, okay, redirecting to the page and downloading the file. Now I don't have to write the complete functions again. I don't have to write the complete functions again. Okay, I will perform two test cases and I have already written the function one time and even the test case one time. Isn't it very good, guys? We saved a lot of time, right? So first thing is we have to now obviously we will be using upload page. because all the methods are present in upload page file, right? All the methods are present in upload page file. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Cool, guys, cool. And okay, just give me a minute. Okay, so now since we have done this, now what is the file path going to be? Which function was returning us with the file path? Tell me, guys, I am asking you a question. Which function in upload page was returning us with the file path? Do I have to show it again? Isn't this function returning us with the download path?
Download path.
So which function is this?
Download
Download
file.
file.
Only download file will tell us now where this file is being saved. Am I right? When you will download the file, then you will get to know now where the file is saved. Guys, stay attentive in the class. All right. So I will call this function against file path and I will save the data in the file path. Whatever this function will return me, download file will return me, will be saved as file path. Am I right?
Yes.
And where I have written this update data Excel function, this is a part of test case. So I've written this function here. Here is the function, async update Excel. Okay, you guys do have to give it a reading. This is the same thing what we did yesterday. Okay. Okay, cool. So, okay. This is taking some inputs, data dot fruit name. When it will run for the first time, it will take apple and price as 350. And second time when it will run, it will take fruit name as mango and then that, sorry, what we call 500. Okay. Price as 500. Now we have to upload this file. So do we have any function in upload page for upload file? Where is the upload button present? On the page itself, right? Where is
Yes.
the upload file button present? On the upload page itself, on the web page itself. So we must have written upload page class. So we will call upload file function and upload file accepts a file path. So we already have the file path from here. Okay. So we will save this. Okay, we will perform this action and then we will await and expect these things. Okay, all right, nothing complex. Okay, the success message, where the success message is coming? I found this on the web. Success message is also present in this upload page, right? See, here is the success message present, right? Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Cool. And we will verify that these things are visible clearly and we will see that the new prices are set. Okay, new prices are set. All right, so is this clear, guys? Is this clear? You guys must have to do this mini project and try some other project as well. Okay, is the complete code clear, guys? Data file upload page.js. Try to build a more complex project which involves more pages. Okay, so is this clear, guys? Is this clear, guys?
Clear.
Cool. So that's why it was most important because this is the most asked framework in the interviews. Okay. Most of the time, if you have mentioned frameworks in your resume, then I'm 110% sure that this is this question is going to come up. All right. Okay, let's see what else we have. Mm, mhm. Page object structure should be clear. Set input files. I already told you this is used for uploading files. Download.save as used for downloading file. Parameterization, you already see the parameterization we like run the test case. We have written the test case one time and with different parameters we are running it for different values, right? So this should be clear. Reusability, maintainability, and readability, right? This code gives us readability, right? Readability, you guys are able to reuse and read this code very properly, and this is like very maintainable. Okay, so whenever you have to change a locator, you have to change it in the one file and not every file. Okay, is this clear, guys? And Playwright choose file, give it a reading, guys. Simple question hai. Can we use CSV for parameterization? Yes, we can use CSV as well. Not an issue. Okay. Cool. This is the assignment for you guys. I'm not getting assignments nowadays, by the way. But anyways, that is your part, guys. I shouldn't be responsible for that. But if you do it, it would be great for you. All right, guys. Thank you for attending today's lecture. Have a great weekend. All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right, guys. Bye.